The battle between Virginia's high school football teams has all come down to this. It's Hardee's Friday Night Blitz State Finals Preview.
Time to get it on.
Yes, good evening, everyone. I'm Jermaine Ferrell, hoping your day is wonderful and blessed. Welcome to the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz State Finals Preview Special. Over the next half hour, we take a look at the 4 local teams in Saturday's State Finals.
Now, the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week, sponsored by Don Hudson Insurance.
And we begin our state finals preview with a look at the 13-1 Salem Spartans as they'll take on the undefeated 14-0 Phoebus Phantoms in the Class 4 Finals Saturday morning at 11:30 from Williams Stadium in Lynchburg. This is Salem's 14th state finals appearance. They have a 10-3 record. Salem's last finals appearance was in the spring of 2021 when they won at Lake Taylor 28-20. In Salem, they won their last 4 state title games.
After week 1, we lost. We knew we really don't want to feel like how we felt after the loss that game. So from then, we just, every week in practice, try our best, you know, no room for mistakes. Every week, just go out there and play how we're supposed to play as like Salem football players, and because we all knew the real goal and the real key and what it took to get to where we are now. So we all just kept that in mind.
Javion Jones is one of several seniors on the Salem Spartans football team. Those seniors were freshmen the last time Salem won the state title. This group would love to have their careers in Salem uniforms bookend with winning a state championship.
Just their determination and fortitude. I believe when we started our winter conditioning, our strength training and speed training, they just made a commitment to get back here. And speaks volumes about those young men and how they work and how they play hard for one another and their commitment to each other.
It would be great. I would love for that to happen. I feel like I know it's going to happen. All this happened to us in these past 4 years. It's just been blessings.
Winning state titles is in the Salem football DNA. And bringing home number 11 all comes down to their successful winning formula.
You dance with the girl that you came with, bottom line. You know, we create stressful moments in practice. We practice every situation throughout the week that they potentially will be in. So there's never a moment too big for them. And trust in what you do, trust in each other, and let's go out and execute and get it done.
Well, now on to the Class 3 finals. The undefeated 13-0 Liberty Christian Bulldogs looking for their first VHSL title. They're taking on the 12-2 Lafayette Rams. Kickoff for Williams Stadium is set for Saturday at 5. Now for Liberty Christian, this is their second VHSL finals appearance. They lost to Phoebus in 2021, 22-14. They do have 7 private school state championships. The last one was in 2013. David DeGuzman has more on the LCA Bulldogs.
On the cusp of history, Frank Rocco feels his team is more prepared now to lift the trophy than they were 2 years ago.
We've won a lot of them in the private school league and the independent league, so it hasn't been too long ago that, you know, our program was very familiar with winning state championships. The brand of ball, especially in the Seminole District, is just so physical that we had to adjust to it. We had to make some changes to what we do to match the physicality. And, you know, I think we've gotten that now.
The undefeated Bulldogs have been an offensive machine all season long, especially during the postseason, averaging over 53 points a game.
And it's been a successful formula for us all year. You know, we try to get out of the gate quickly, and then whether on special teams or defense, do something to pin them back in their own territory, or maybe even create a turnover that we then can turn into another score. And then it's just keep, you know, pounding.
A big part of LCA's formula has been running back Gideon Davidson, the Clemson commit, scoring 3 touchdowns in the state semifinal win over William Byrd.
Oh, it would mean a lot. You know, I mean, state championships are big. I mean, it means a whole lot. So, yeah, I would just say it's a memory and it's going to be fun.
He's very special. I've been good friends with him for a while. I mean, I was driving around before he had a license. So it's nice to know that he is very talented, but at the same time, he's really just a genuine guy on and off the field.
And as the Bulldogs return to their old home at Williams Stadium for a chance at school history, Coach Rocco knows Saturday will be special, win or lose.
You know, it's not about football. It's not about winning, and I don't want to sound corny, but you know, our guys, we're in it to make men and make warriors.
In Lynchburg for Friday Night Blitz, David DeGuzman, WFXR Sports.
Thanks so much, David. Coming up on the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz State Finals preview show, Ryan Moye has a preview of the Radford Bobcats in the Class 2 Finals, and David DeGuzman checks in on the Galax Maroon Tide in the Class 1 Finals. Stick and stay, please.
Now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Band of the Week. And now, back to the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz State Finals preview.
Time to get it on.
And we're back with the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz State Finals preview special. On to the Class 2 Finals. The 14-0 undefeated Radford Bobcats take on the 13-1 Riverheads Gladiators. That'll be Saturday morning, 11:30 at Salem Stadium. For Radford, this is their 4th state finals appearance. They're 2-1. Radford's last state final came in 2009. It was a 30-0 loss to Essex. Now, Radford won back-to-back titles in 1971 and 72. WFXR's Ryan Moye takes a closer look at the Bobcats.
I mean, it feels great. We haven't been in the championship since 2009, and we lost to Graham last time, 2018, and it wasn't too pretty. So that's been on my back since 8th grade when I was watching it. So I mean, it feels great.
This Saturday, the Bobcats look to change the narrative in the VHSL Class 2 state finals. Their approach to this weekend's contest against the Gladiators was already spoken into existence from former Radford football legend Norm Lindenberg.
Coach Lindenberg came and talked to our team after last week's game, and he said, you got 2 more to go, but it's got to be one at a time. And that's kind of the message we echoed our guys. It's one at a time. And, you know, I can't say enough how proud I am of them.
With their undefeated record on the line, Radford senior quarterback Landon Clark knows it's going to take a team effort to come away with the win.
You know, they're a very, very tough football team. I mean, they're good for a reason. You know, you don't get somewhere, you don't become that good by luck. It takes the team, man. And I'm proud. I'm out here. I'm able to do what I can do with these guys. And if it wasn't for them, I couldn't be able to do anything that I've done or anything. I give all my props to them. Without them, I couldn't do anything.
And although this game is all about playing for a state title, Radford senior offensive lineman and linebacker Charlie Davis says it's also a journey he'll always cherish.
I love my family. That's all, I mean, everybody should. I mean, I couldn't ask. My dad's out here coaching with me for the first time since rec league. I mean, you have the whole family. I see my aunts, my uncles, my cousins all over here. I see distant cousins I haven't seen in years, but they're still here supporting us, and that's how strong the Davis blood goes.
With the Class 2 title just in reach, Radford head football coach Michael Chris says no matter the outcome, he couldn't be more proud of his team.
This is sort of one of those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities as a high school guys. You know, this is the thing memories are made of, dreams are made of. You know, me growing up as the son of a coach, this is like what you dream about, right? This is what you dream about in the backyard, maybe even more coaching than playing in it. So it's exciting for everybody.
In Radford, Ryan Moye, WFXR Sports.
Thank you so much, Ryan. On to the Class 1 Finals. The 10-4 Galax Maroon Tide are back in the state finals. They take on the undefeated 14-0 Essex Trojans, coached by former Pulaski County head coach Todd Jones, Saturday afternoon at 5 at Salem Stadium. For Galax, this is their 6th finals appearance. They're 1-4. Galax's lone state title came in 2015. It was a 7-6 win over Riverheads. Their last finals appearance came in the spring of 2021. It was a 65-21 loss to Riverheads. David DeGuzman takes a closer look at the Maroon Tide.
You know, we just got to stay focused, focus on the goal. Everybody have one common goal, winning football games, make it to the state championship.
While Galax is no stranger to playing for a state championship, the Maroon Tide were in an unfamiliar position this year, making the final when many didn't expect them to.
Rightfully so, we had to replace 4 starting offensive linemen and some other players that helped us, so it was just a great test with these guys early and sticking with the process after starting 1-4 to stick with the process and say, listen, we knew it was going to be rough at the beginning of the year, playing tough competition, breaking a new O lineman, but trust the process, it'll work out in the end.
Those young O linemen grew up quickly, and Galax enters the final weekend of the season, having won 9 of its last 10.
Yeah, these young guys, they make a lot of plays for us, especially the offensive line. They've done great. They came in, they didn't know that much. They've learned a lot throughout the season. They really surprised me.
While the Maroon Tide are 48 minutes away from its first state title in 8 years, head coach Shane Allen knows a victory won't come easy against undefeated Essex.
it's going to be a steep, tall mountain to climb this week because, S is a great football team. They're undefeated. They're very, very well coached. They're fast, they're physical. They execute well disciplined. So, for us to win this week, we're going to have to play, lights out and get some luck on our side to have a chance.
Galax plans on taking the field in Salem without any extra pressure, treating Saturday's Class 1 championship like it's business as usual.
We just go out and play, and there's no moment in this ball game or in this week of practice that's too big for any of our kids. They understand just go out, execute the game plan, do your fundamentals and do the little things right, and the little things will make the big things happen.
Reporting in Galax for Friday Night Blitz, David DeGuzman, WFXR Sports.
Thanks so much, David. Coming up on Hardee's Friday Night Blitz State Final Preview Show, Ryan Moye has our final Player of the Week. Plus, we take a look back at the 1973 state champions and the Patrick Henry Patriots.
And now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Hardee's Fan Cam, sponsored by Hardee's. And now, back to the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz State Finals Preview.
Time to get it on.
And we're back with the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz State Finals Preview Special. Now, 50 years ago, the Patrick Henry Patriots football team had one of the best seasons our area has ever seen, with a team going 13-0 on their way to the Group 3A VHSL state title. Now, PH was dominant on both sides of the ball, averaging 31 points per game while only giving up 3 offensive TDs. They had 10 shutouts. Also, 3 of those shutouts came in the playoffs. They didn't give up a single point. Now, they were the definition of a team in more ways than one. During Patrick Henry's last home game of the season, the 1973 state championship football team was recognized on their successful season. It is a time the team looks back on fondly, even to this day.
Guys were determined to reach a particular goal, and we were bought into the system, and we did it.
Each game just seemed to grow, that we knew we were a really good team. We could get it done, and by the end of the year, I don't think anybody on the team thought we couldn't win a state championship.
The seeds of the Patriots' 1973 title could be traced to the previous year in 1972. Patrick Henry had an undefeated regular season, but a first-round playoff loss to EC Glass was tough to take.
I think all of us who were not seniors that year and juniors and sophomores came back as juniors and seniors and just felt like, we missed a really good opportunity to advance in the state, and we didn't want to let that happen again.
I remember I broke my nose that game, and it was just such a horrible, horrible night, and we were just determined. And as fate determined, we got to play EC Glass, our very first playoff game, and it was 17-0 win, and there was so much at stake that game. There was a lot of revenge factor that night.
Now, when you look at that 1973 state championship team, all roads lead to the head coach of the team, of course, Merrill Gaynor. This is probably the only time you'll ever catch him with a smile. Of course, he was the guy that led the team. The field here at Patrick Henry is named after him. He gained a lot of respect from his players, and his players honored him by the way they played on the field because they didn't want to let him down.
He was the ultimate motivator, and I would have done anything he asked me to do. And when I did something wrong, he would let me know it, but it was a motivator.
Not lost on the success of the team was integration. Players from the old Addison High School joined forces with the Patrick Henry players, leading them to strong championship season.
You had to acclimate. That was the rule at the time, and we had no other choice but to do it that way. And we made the best of it. That's pretty much the only thing you can say about it.
We were all doing our thing. We were all a team and doing what we were supposed to do with every play we could. And it really created great friendships. And it was a great way through the times of integration to learn how to live with each other and be on the same team.
With the 50th anniversary of the state championship team, the legacy of the Patriots lives on in Roanoke history.
The legacy, I think, is that I haven't been with another group of guys who were as committed to helping each other win something that they were going for in life. it was a life lesson for me to be part of that.
And thank you so much to the team. We'll have the full interviews with the players attached to the story on WFXRTV.com. Now, here are our state champions from this fall. In VHSL competition cheer in Class 3, it was K-Spring. VHSL cross country, Class 4, the Blacksburg boys. Class 2, Liberty girls. Class 1, the Perry McClure boys. In golf, in Class 4, it was Blacksburg winning the title. And in Class 1, it was Galax. On the volleyball, a triple play. In Class 3, it was Hidden Valley. Class 2, Appomattox. Class 1, Auburn. And in football, the VISAA Division II champions, there were the North Cross Raiders getting it done there. Well,
now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week, sponsored by Wicked Diesel.
Well, this week's athlete is simply a beast on the field. Not only did he run for over 230 yards, he also put up 3 scores as well in his team's 49-36 win over Honaker in the Class 1 state semifinals last Saturday. And guess what? He's your player of the week.
Tidron Tucker, running back, outside linebacker, Galax High School. Well, coming into the game, we knew it was going to be a pretty big game, pretty big fight. They got up early on us, but that's not something we're not used to necessarily. So we all strapped in and did what we had to do, came out with the win.
What has this season been like so far for Tidron Tucker?
I mean, just really, it ain't much different than any other season. Of course, it's a little special because I'm a senior or whatnot, but it's still, none of this would be possible without the guys out there or the guys I had last season. They mean a lot, man. The young guys in there, they keep me excited, keep me ready to play all the time.
How does that feel to be back in the state finals?
Oh, it feels good. It's a little nerve-wracking, but we're ready for it. I mean, you got to kind of look at it like it's just another game, but it's at the end of the day, it's way more than just another game. Everyone kind of just, it goes extra hard this week. They know what time it is. Everyone kind of had that sour taste in their mouth when we lost to Grayson, so after we came out and beat them, we knew we had a chance just because. I feel like every good team's got to take a couple of losses just to get them ready, even if it's just one. Just that loss alone is enough to let you know that you're beatable. And being beatable makes people work a lot harder than what they was if they're not beatable. Coach Allen, he's been in my corner many times. He's helped me get through some things. He's done some things that other coaches just haven't done for me. I'm real proud of him, man.
Why the number 9?
This was my dad's favorite number. And I've always liked the number as well. It's been my Little League number ever since I can remember. Oh man, nothing makes me happy to see my dad smile, man. It really gets me fired up when I can make him at least have some sort of good time at the games. I had a lot of fun out there with the guys. It's not just me too. Everyone on the team makes plays. They've had a bunch of great plays this year that's really just kept us all fired up.
And now, the Macadit Play of the Night, sponsored by McAdoo's.
Our Macadata play tonight comes from the middle school basketball ranks. Last week in Roanoke County, Hidden Valley Middle School taking on Northside Middle School in the ball game. Game tied at 32, and on the inbound is going to be Andrew Draper. He's going to look to inbound the ball, gets it back himself, takes up the shot, and money off the bank. Andrew Draper, you get our Macadata play of the night for the win.
And now, it's Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Unsung Hero, celebrating those who keep the game moving. Sponsored by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Well, thank you so much for watching our show all season. We'll leave you tonight with a look at our unsung heroes here at WFXR, helping and playing a big role in getting Hardee's Friday Night Blitz on the air all year. I'm Jermaine Ferrell. Hope all of your teams are winners. Have a wonderful and blessed night and weekend, everybody.